What is your name?
My full name is Charles Michael Terry. I go by Mike. Well, like I said, I tried the ROTC first at Highlands, and years later, I tried to get in back in the mid-'70s, but a bad knee from playing football, well, got injured, right there kept me from getting in. But over years, I kept checking on it, and finally, at the age of 34, I realized my last year to get in. I decided I better take this opportunity, and I talked to a National Guard recruiter and joined the National Guard. I went to Fort Dix, New Jersey for basic training and AIT. AIT is Advanced Individual Training. My MOS, method of specialty, was 64 Charlie, which is truck driver. I trained in 2.5-ton trucks, 5-ton trucks, and then we got into 818 semis, and then the 915 and 915A1 semis. Later on, I trained as an 88 Mike, which is a tactical driver. I was in Alaska 2 weeks for cold weather warfare and survival training. I was at Thailand for 2 weeks of jungle warfare and survival training. Had 3 weeks airborne training at Fort Bragg, North Carolina. And I had 6 weeks of ranger training at Fort Benning, Georgia.
What places did you see while in the military?
Well, in this continent, I've been to Mexico and Canada. I've been to Thailand. I've seen Germany, Switzerland, France. I've seen the Middle East. I've seen Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Oman, Yemen, Iraq. Briefly in Israel.
What was Desert
I was
Storm?
also seen Spain.
Did your fascination with the Civil War begin before or after you enlisted in the military?
It was long before that. I was like in 3rd grade. When I was in 3rd grade, they were celebrating the Civil War Centennial. I was only 9 years old, but I'd heard my family talk about it. We had relatives in the Civil War, and that's what sparked my interest in it.
Have you ever been to Gettysburg?
Yes, been to Gettysburg.
What was it like being there at Gettysburg?
Well, I couldn't get enough of it, really. There's so many different parts of the battlefield. There was the wheat field. There's the Devil's Den. There's Big Round Top, Little Round Top. There was the Angle. That was where Lewis Armistead led his attack right there. He was the forefront, take the Virginia troops right in the center of the attack. He is flanked by Jubal Early on his left and Johnson Pettigrew on his right. And though they breached the front of they breached the very center of the Union line, the things began to fold on them because some things they hadn't counted on took them by surprise. It was just a large-scale battle. It's fought covering about perhaps 10 square miles. They said the artillery barrage that started that could be heard over 300 miles away in Pittsburgh.